1,300,000 cases. That is the current backlog in immigration courts here in the U.S. Almost 400,000 of those asylum seekers with pending applications living in limbo for years. But there are also those who get deported before ever applying.
Only on ABC 15, we speak with one woman from India inside an Eloy detention center. She's about to get deported despite asking for protection as a victim of serious crime.
And a warning, some of the details in this story are graphic. Here's investigator Liliana Soto.
Yeah, you were raped and we get that, but you weren't raped for the right reason.
So what are the right reasons to get raped?
What are the right reasons to get raped under U.S. asylum law? That's the million-dollar question.
Hillary Walsh is the immigration lawyer helping Amarjit Kaur, who's been held for over 100 days in the Eloy detention center. We can't go there to see her. We can only call.
She is on the call.
Through a Punjabi interpreter, Amarjit expressed she's having panic attacks, scared she'll catch COVID-19 while there. But she says it's still a safer place than being in India, where police refuse to protect her. Amarjit crossed the border to seek asylum near Yuma in April. She was processed by Border Patrol and sent to an immigration detention center in Eloy, where an asylum officer determined she didn't qualify for protection.
She was told that she couldn't get asylum here. She couldn't even actually apply for it.
Why? Because in her statement to the officer, she said the attacker told her he liked her while raping her.
Those exact words that she said were used against her.
On the official documents provided to ABC 15, the asylum officer in charge of Amarjit's credible fear interview wrote, "Applicant testified that she was raped, but for no apparent reason. Applicant stated that at the time the applicant was raped, the attacker told her that he liked her. This indicates that the applicant was harmed because of personal reasons and not on account of a protected ground. Legally, there's not much that can be done to stop her deportation because she was ordered expedited removal. Under this process, asylum officers can rapidly remove asylum-seeking migrants with meritless claims to protect immigration judges from being overrun with asylum cases." So how many asylum seekers get to stay versus those who are turned away?
Last year's denial rate was over 70% of asylum cases were ultimately denied.
Blaine Buki is the legal director at the Center for Gender and Refugee Studies. She says it's impossible to know how many of those denials were victims of sexual violence.
Government does not keep statistics on, the types of cases that are presented and doesn't even always track, the sex of the asylum applicant.
As for Amarjit,
we're asking for her to be able to see an immigration judge, for them to consider that she was raped because she is a woman, and being a woman is a particular social group that's protected by asylum law.
Liliana Soto, ABC 15, Arizona.
We reached out to ICE about this case. They would only confirm the dates Border Patrol found her, when she was turned over to ICE, and that they are still holding her. The woman's lawyer tells us she was just transferred to Texas for removal processing.